Hello and welcome back. This is a quick update. I think it's part 6 of my first time N-gauge shunting layout. As you can see, it's come on quite a bit since last time. Just to quickly run through what I've been up to. I have ballasted the track. I was quite worried about doing that. I was worried about gumming everything up, but I'll just go in a bit. It's come out okay. I'm still tweaking and filling a few bits, and got to fill a couple of bits there. So I've still got quite a lot of paint work to do. Touching up, I am going to wash the ballast down because it looks a bit too light grey. Just started really to get a bit of, to pull back a bit, just get the general overview of where we are. Put some static grass down. I don't have an applicator, so I've had to just shake it down from a great height, let it dry, sort of blow it off a bit. But I'm quite pleased. It's coming along. There's still a long way to go. I'm not rushing this project. Started to build up a bit of landform. I have cut the hole through for the fill yard. This is all going to be built up here, obviously around the formers and like gentle sloping down towards the tracks. Yeah, so I've got a bit more work on the colour of the ballast. Just come down there, just see across the back scene there, the goods yard. And as I've said previously, I'm doing this as much for my little grandson as I am for myself. He loves model rail. He loves watching the videos on YouTube. So I hope he's going to enjoy it. This is kind of the way I'm forming. I've just started to put that in place to kind of get those slopes down towards the rails. The tunnel is not glued into position yet because I've got to find a way of extending the rail for the fiddle yard. I tried soldering some extra round on this morning. It didn't work. But anyway, I'll sort that out. Obviously, that comes out to allow me access. And from the other side, I'll sort it out, I'm sure. But meantime, that's where we are. One thing I will mention: the ground farish ginty that I had, I just gave up with it. It just would not run. It was stalling, it was lurching. It was a very old one and it was very noisy. Anyway, I bit the bullet and bought a new one. It's not brand new, but it was advertised on eBay as brand new in box, unused. I don't think it is. Although I don't think it is. Why would it be? But it is one of the later ones. It's not one of the British made ones. It's one of the later ones. I can see the differences. Oops, what I'm seeing, reflection of the camera, aren't I? Sorry. But yeah, I can see the differences. And it runs incredibly well. I had to do a bit of tweaking of the points and things because they're all just manual control. So I had to do a lot of, after I'd glued all the ballast down, there was a bit of tweaking of the point blades and bits and pieces of track to have a thorough clean up, and but it's running. It's okay. The loco does. The next video I'll show it running once I've got that ballast knocked back a bit because it is far too light to my eyes. I'm quite happy to do a bit of painting on there. So that's what comes next. I'm not going to go on. There we go. That's part 6. Hopefully next time we'll see some trains running and a bit more landform work at this end. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.